and today I'm going to show you how to make this super pretty bow. It's going to be called a reverse twist bow, which is almost a direct translation because it actually translates to sweet reverse twist. So like I said, it is one that I've translated. It's going to be using 3-inch ribbon, and it's quite a big bow. This one is, just get my ruler. Again, this is another one that's like 6 inches long and almost 4.5–5 inches wide. So like I said, it's a really pretty one, but it is a big bow. In the original tutorial it did have a base bow. I don't personally think it needs it, but like I said, you can add one as optional, and I'll leave the measurements to do that as well for you if you're interested. But like I said, this is the bow, this is how pretty it is. And like I said, I'll put all the measurements in the description below, so if I talk too fast, don't worry too much. You'll need 2 pieces of 13.5 inches and 2 pieces of 4 inches for your square that we wrap everything around. Okay, so I'm just going to put one out the way, and we're going to keep one in focus. And excuse me, you want to place your first square, this 4-inch piece, 3 inches in. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to use too much glue because I don't want to have to sew through anything. But I know from the experience of making the other one that we do need a little bit for place holding, you know, just to stop the ribbon from slipping about as we're making, to keep our triangles nice and pointy. So we don't want a lot, nothing that's going to be physically visible, but we do want a teeny tiny bit. And like I said, I'm going to do the same on these sides. It's more than I was planning, but it'll be fine. There we go. So that's just to hold the ribbon in place, just to make this folding the triangle a little bit easier. So what you want to do is fold your triangle so that it perfectly meets that edge here. Okay, get your crease in nicely as well, and then that gets folded over like so. So fold down to your triangle. Okay, and then fold your triangle over like so. And again, before we clip anything, what I'm going to do is right here, like I said, tiniest dot. See that little bit that's come off the end of my glue gun? There we go. Just going to put the tiniest dot of glue just there, just to make sure that our tips stay perfectly as they should do. Okay, so that's one side. Now the other side's slightly more complicated, but not too tricky. So you want to bring your ribbon completely over, so that folds over all of everything, and then we want to go up like so. And what I'm going to do, tiniest dot there, like so, and then you want to bring this all the way over to meet there. Okay, take my glue stringers out the way. So this is what you'll get. So I'll just repeat that again. So we had that completely long, folded across, folded up, and then we take that, we fold it back so it completely lines up with that level. Okay, and then you can pin everything in place and you should get this look. And again, at this point, I'm just going to add a tiny dot of glue just under there. Nowhere that it's visible, and I'm going to do the same here, just the tiniest dot just on there, not in any area that we're going to be sewing through. There we go. And that is your front, and that is what your back looks like. So front, back. We're going to put that to one side, and we're going to repeat exactly the same thing on this. I want to go 3 inches in. I'm just going to put the glue on the back. Okay, same again this side. If I ever use glue in these kind of makes, I try to use as little as humanly possible, just to stop it from, like I said, making things difficult to sew through and things like that. And again, we want to bring that down to our triangle, nicely crease like so. Okay, and we're going to add another little dot. There again, just a tiny bit. Fold that triangle directly across like so. And again, teeny dot on the tip of our triangle. We're not going to see any way, shape or form, and that's one half done. Like I said, you can use your clips to hold that in place as well. And now fold across, fold up like so. So over, up to your triangle, teeny dot of glue just here. Okay, and then we're going to fold that over the back to join that line there. Okay, and use your clip just to hold that in place. And again, we're going to just put the touch of glue just up there, just to keep our triangle shapes all nice and neat. Okay, so got the two sides now, and it's going to be like this. So we're going to sew from this point, and then we're going to come back this way. Okay, so I'll just take my glue strings out of the way. Drives me mad when I can see them, even if you can't on camera. Okay, I want to start from this point. We want to go through all 4 layers, so the 2 layers of the triangle, the pink layer and the back layer. Okay, like I said, this is why it's really good not to go mad on your glue. So all the way through all of those from above, and we're going to do 10 stitches, and I'm not going to count aloud because when I do we all know I embarrass myself, but you want 10. so you get 5 creases. Okay, so 5 creases, 10 stitches. Okay, and we're going to repeat exactly from the same point this side. Like I said, we want to be making sure we're going through all of those layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, you see? And again, 10 stitches. Oh, just missed one. This is where we check. That's better. Keep your stitches as even as you can as well, because again, that is something that makes a huge difference when we're putting a good bows together. The more balanced that they are, the better the overall structure of your bow will be. Me, don't pay attention. Okay, that's better. 10 and 5. Just going to sort my double threaded. Okay, slipped its knot for some reason. So as you can see, both our sides are even and it's opposite, so the wrap round corners this side on this way, and that's your inner bit there. So we're going to cinch everything nice and tight. So we've got our creases all lined up like so, and take those clips out like so. I'm going to line all up the creases the other side, and we're going to go back through, and like I said, you want to go really close to the centre as you can, because we don't want to see this thread when we're wrapping our middle in a minute. Don't be afraid to use your desk to get your needle through, and I use UK darning needles when I'm sewing because they're longer and stronger than standard shorter needles. You can also use upholstery needles, and any sharper, longer needle works best for these kind of makes. I've also heard crew needles are really good. There we go. So I'm just going to do a couple of stitches across the centre to stop it from popping open. Okay, this one. And again, don't go too far from the centre, because we want them covered in our wrap. Okay, and then stitch off in the back as you normally would, however you prefer. There we go. Get rid of that excess. And there we go. We've got our twisted, well, reverse twist bow, like I said. Super cute. I am going to put mine on a bobble today. Okay. So excuse back, it looks a little bit scrunched today, but that's how it's supposed to sit. Touch glue just there. Pop bubble on the back. Got a corresponding 9mm there. Okay, heat seal that. And hold that for a second before I wrap it around. And you want to go round at least twice. One, two, make sure when you do it that you can't see any of your creases popping out of the centre. There you go. If you do, and your creases pop out a little bit from where your middle wrap is, a little trick, embellishments. Embellishments are your friend in that situation. They hide a multiple of sins. And there you go, that is our super cute reverse twist bow. There you go, there's our second one. Like I said, they're so pretty. They're a lot more simple than they actually look. Like I said, if you do it with less glue, you get a more flared kind of look there. Sorry, this one's still setting with a different glue. I like to experiment and see what works best. Don't think I'm going to use that one again because it sort of stains my fabric. But it's interesting to know. Like I said, thank you for watching. If you need any help or any further tips or anything like that, I will link my page and my group below, or you can come and show me what you've made. And like I said, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!